Hi, I'm Balaji Chippada and welcome back to my channel. In continuation of our Python series for data science, in this video, let's learn operators. In Python, there are wide variety of operators to learn, but let's list it down first. We have arithmetic operators, comparison operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, assignment operators, and some special operators as well. So in this video, let's learn in detail regarding all of these operators. So without any delay, let's get started. Arithmetic operators are the operators in which you do all the basic calculations with numbers. Let's say you have two numbers a equal to 10 and b equal to 3. If I want to add these two numbers, you can just say a plus b. The output will be 13. If I want to subtract a minus b, and output is 7. And if I want to multiply both, I have to use a notation called a star b, and you will get the output as 30. And for division, you have to use single slash and it will give you the output as 3.33. What if I want to get the remainder of the division? That is where modulus comes into picture, a percentage b. It will give you the remainder of the division. If you have 3 and 10, if 3 times 3 is 9 and the remainder is 1, right? This is what you will get as an output if you are using modulus operator. And we have exponential operator as well. Let's say you want to do a star star 3. What this does is 10 star 10 power 3, that is 1000. That is how modulus or exponential operator will work. And in this division, what if I want to get the quotient as an output? That is where floor division comes into picture, a double slash b. This will give you an output as 3. These are all the examples that I have explained right now. Let's execute this and check the outputs. A plus b, a minus b, a star b, a division b, and then a percentage or modulus b, and we have a star b, and then a floor division b. Hope that is clear. Now comparison operators. We have two numbers, a equal to 10 and b equal to 3. What if I want to check if a is greater than b or b is greater than a, whether a is equal to b or whether a is not equal to b? How can I do all of those things? That is where the comparison operators comes into picture. If you want to check whether both of these variables are equal, then you have to use double equal, and if it is not equal to, then you have exclamation and then equal. And if you want to check less than, we use less than symbol. For greater than symbol. For less than or equal to, you use this. For greater than or equal to, we use this. Now let's take an example and understand all of this in detail. I have two variables, x equal to 5 and y equal to 10, and I want to check whether x is equal to y or not. If it is valid, then it will return true as an output. If it is not valid, it will return false. Because x is not equal to y, because x value is 5 and y value is 10, it will return false. And let's see the second statement where x not equal to y. It is true, right? We already know x is not equal to y. That is why it will return true. Whether x less than y? Yes, x is less than y and it will return true. And is x greater than y? Definitely not, and it will return false. And less than or equal to acts like a similar thing like a less than and greater than, but we will also check for the equal operator as well. Let's execute all of this, and we got the output as intended. Logical operators. Let's say we have a equal to true and b equal to false. Now we want to print a and b or a or b. So let me take an example. So let's say we have two variables a and b, right? A can get either true, b can be either true. A can be true and b can be false. A can be false, b can be true, and a can be false, b can be false. Now for logical operators, if it is an and, if both are true, then only it will return true. Remaining everything, it will be false. And for OR operator, if any one operand is true, it will return true. This is true, and because there is one true, it will return true. Because here it is true, it will return true, and both are false, it will return false. And not operator, basically it will reverse the corresponding operator. Let's say I want to get not of a. Because it is true, it will return false, not of a. And because it is true, it will return false. It is false, it will return true. Because it is false, it will return true. Similar to not of b as well, it will reverse all of these values in the not operator. Okay, now let's take an example and see the values. Initially I declared a equal to true and b equal to false. I am saying a and b because one is false and one is true, and operator will return false, and operator will only return true if both are true. and A or B will return true, because if any one of the operator is true or operand is true, it will return true. And not of A is basically reverse the current element that is present inside A, because right now A is already assigned to true, we will reverse it to false and we'll print it as a false. Now let's mix both of these. Now we have these comparison operators and logical operators. Right now, what if I want to create a mix of these two? I'm saying I have A equal to 5 and B equal to 3, and then I'm saying A less than 10. It is a true, right? Now let me take a pencil. So we have A less than 10, this is true, and B greater than 10, which is false. I'm saying print true or false. As I mentioned before, or operator will only provide true if any one of them is true, because we have one element as true, it will return true. Let's say I want to add some element to my variable x equal to 5. Let's say I want to add another 5 to x. I can do x equal to x plus 5. So initially we have x as 5 and we are adding 5 to this number and we are saving it inside again x. So after this execution we have x equal to 10, right? Is there any other shortcut to do this? Definitely. So what we do is x plus equal to 5. This is basically like x equal to x plus 5. This is a shortcut and we call them as assignment operator. Assignment operator. I have defined A equal to 10 and B equal to 3, and initially I am giving C as the value of A as well. We already learned about variable assignments in the previous videos. Now I want to add value 5 to the B. I can just do B plus equal to 5, which is equivalent to B equal to B plus 5. And if I want to subtract, A minus equal to 2. Likewise, whatever the operators that we have present inside the arithmetic operators, all of these operators support these assignment operators. See, B plus equal to A minus equal to C star equal to, which is multiplication, and we have division, we have modulus, and we have floor division, and we have exponential operator as well. So this is how assignment operators will work. Now, special operators. Is and is not are the identity operators, where it will check for the values whether they are equal to or not. Now let's execute this. We have A equal to 5 and B equal to 5. Print A is B. Because both of these objects are created once and both A and B point to the same location, it checks as true. And if I say A is not B, it will return as false. Now what if I create like this, but I give A is equal to 51? It will show false. This is basically like equal to operator only, but little bit different. Now let's understand one more important point by using these special operators. Let's say I have two lists, L1 equal to 1 to 3, L2 equal to 1 to 3. By looking at it, you might think both are equal, but let's execute this and see the output. Print L1 is L2. It will return false. Why is it returning false? Let's understand. Let's say you have a variable with value 10 and you assign A towards it. Then what Python will internally do is it will point the variable A towards the value that is stored in a location. And if you are saying B equal to 10, that means we have another variable pointing to the same location. But inside Python, when you're dealing with lists are created individually. So we have L1 and we have L2. Even though the elements inside the lists are same, they are not both pointing to the same location. So it will have 1, 2, 3, and it will again have 1, 2, 3. That is how lists work in Python. Now let's cross check it with checking the ID of list 1 and list 2. Print ID of list 1, comma, ID of list 2. Sorry, L1 and L2, L1, L2. If you see, both of these locations are different, that is why it is returning as a false. I hope that is clear. And we have Satish and Satish, S1, S2. S1 is not S2. We returning as false, just like list operations as well. So far in this video, we have learned about arithmetic operators, comparison operators, assignment operators, special operators as well. In the next video, we will learn about bitwise operators, which will be a little bit lengthy, but I will make sure it is not at all complex for you guys. Hopefully, we will meet you in the next video. If you are liking what you are watching, please do subscribe and click that bell icon to get notified daily. See ya. Peace out.